As I sit twitching due to all I've seen, I look up and saw what caused it. I woke up gasping for air. I just had a dream, but I can't remember what it was. I shake off the disturbing feeling I had and I look at my clock. It's 3 a.m. I've never been afraid of the dark, but tonight something wasn't right. I felt someone was watching me. I live in a 2-story house with many mirrors. My dad set them up so that if you stand in a certain spot, you can't be seen, but you can view the entire room. I have an acute sense of hearing. For example, I can hear my cat jump off the couch in the living room. Well, I'm in my room, on the second floor. I always have a sort of spidey sense when things aren't right. I had that feeling now. The phone started ringing. I honestly got up to answer it. As I picked it up, all I heard was breathing at the same rhythm as mine. I hung up, all the lights were off. I could have sworn I left the living room light on. I go downstairs to turn on the light. The back door was wide open and now saw my eyes. I jumped over the furniture to avoid the usual path and shut it quickly. I thought, this won't make much difference at this point. I guess it was a reflex. It was pitch black, so I let my ears adjust after hearing my heart in them. I touched the walls to guide myself to the kitchen. I grabbed the biggest knife out of the sink and get ready to attack. The water seemed thicker. I try to control the sense of fear I have. I then hear a steady drip, drip, coming from the sink. I reach out to turn off the faucet to find it was already completely off. I grope for a light switch and flip it on. I hold my terror as I saw what caused the dripping. My cat was strung up by a noose above the sink, cut in a straight line from the neck down. The blood had filled the sink and steady drip, drip. Was the blood dripping from the tail? My hand and the knife were covered in blood, and there was something written on the counter in my cat's blood. See with your ears, not with your eyes, or you are in for a real surprise. Just then the power went out. As my eyes adjusted, I strained my ears for any sound. A loud boom came from the back door, and I jumped and hit the fridge. The boom kept happening, but it grew quieter and quieter until it was practically unnoticeable. I felt along the wall for the closet door. I opened it and grabbed my baseball bat. I walked with it in front of me to the back door. As I opened it, I couldn't help but scream a little. My dad was hanging with an internet cable tied around his neck. It was connected somewhere in his room, and it was outside the window. As he spun, I saw another note. It was nailed into his heart. It read, "One in this house down, 2 to go. You are last to enjoy the show." I then heard an evil, high-pitched, downright disturbing laugh. It came from all directions. I again strained my ears and heard footsteps from the top floor, stepping quickly, covering little ground, like a sound taunting tiptoe. I ignored it and went to check the circuit box. When I opened it, there was a note. "The lights are off for a reason. Turn them on if you please, but I promise the sights will bring you to your knees." I ripped off the note, flipped the switch. The same voice that laughed yelled, "I warned you," in a childish way. I walked back into the back door and immediately turned on the light. I fell down to my knees. 10 people I didn't even know were strung up in different ways all around the room, some by their necks, others by their toes, a few even by their hair. All had their eyes dug out and opened by gaping mouths. All were hanging about a foot above my height. I was crying, but I got back up. I was determined to destroy this madman. As I walked to the stairs, staring at all the bodies, I heard a sound like something was dropping down the stairs. It was a blood-covered arm. I heard the sound again, this time a leg, then an arm, then a leg, and finally a head. It was my mom's. I backed into one of the corners and looked in the mirrors. All the mirrors were blocked off bodies, and all of them turned to stare at me. I broke down and started crying and twitching as I sit, twitching due to all what I've seen. I looked up and saw that what caused it. I looked up at the only viewable mirror and saw the man, the beast that caused this. It was me. My dream rushed back to me. I was a serial murderer on the loose. I murdered house by house. I killed each living thing in each house. as brutally as I could, taunting them before I killed them. I was attacking my next victim when I woke up. In the mirror, I saw myself covered in blood, standing with a wicked smile on my face. Then in my own crazed tone of voice, I said, "Told you, you were last." And then I slit my own throat, smiling and twitching all over, as all the color left my body. The outsides of my vision began to darken, as I heard a demonic voice say, "Welcome home."